How we doing, everybody? Welcome back, episode 13 of the Big Easy Blitz podcast. Tigers are going to Omaha. That's what today's episode is going to be about. Um, we're going to try and maybe sneak in some NBA finals at the end, but the Tigers did it. They got it done last night, and we're going to talk about it.
Yeah. All right, to start this off, let's just get this out of the way. West Virginia was completely outclassed by LSU. Um, it boggles my mind how you can have multiple pitchers that cannot get the ball over the plate. And when they did throw the ball over the plate, Brock, what happened when they
Oh my
just
God.
groove a fastball down 2-0 in a count?
There's a reason that we put up LSU put up double-digit runs in both games. Like you said, like yeah, they were just completely outmatched and just dominated the whole weekend.
Yeah. Um, Top performers. Stephen Milam, our guy, had I think he had 8 RBI on the
Something like that. Something crazy.
that
I'll
dude was
fact check that
mashing.
real quick.
I think it was 8. But he was on base, he was everywhere, he was making good plays at shortstop. Um and then we're gonna get into this. Um so Brock, we noticed in the first game against West Virginia the lineup was completely different. You want to go into that a little bit? And our guy Jake
Yeah,
Brown was not starting.
I'm not even gonna touch on that. It is what it is. Jay does what he does. But I don't really understand the lineup. I remember Pearson was leading off.
Yeah.
Curriell was down in the seven hole, which is strange to see.
Yeah.
Um, it was very, very weird. And then he turned around and did kind of like went back to the old reliable lineup after. It was just
Yeah.
weird to see.
To change it up with the season on the line like that, it takes guts to say the least. But
Yeah.
it wound up working out for him. Me and you were texting during the game early on when we were down 1-0 in the first couple of innings. We were like, what's going on? Like we don't like the vibes
Yeah.
because
I
if it ain't
remember,
broke,
yeah.
don't fix it. You know?
I
Um,
remember specifically telling you like this feels off.
yes,
And
exactly.
it did, but we got it done in the end.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
Um, but yeah, so Cade Anderson got touched around a little bit.
yeah,
Um, Go ahead.
I was just say yeah, like, it's kind of crazy how two games, the one number one and number two starter both got touched up, and we
Yep.
won pretty easily. So that it kind of gives us a little optimism going into to Omaha. If they're on, I don't think this team can be beat.
Yeah. So Cade Anderson's final line was 7 innings pitched, and he allowed 7 runs, 6 earned. That's unlike Cade Anderson, but on the same note, we put up 16. And if if LSU's bats stay hot, we're gonna be a tough team to beat in Omaha. But our first game in Omaha is a very tough one.
Yeah. And just speaking of, you were right on the Stephen Milam. He did have eight
He had
RBIs
8.
on the weekend. He yesterday was, I think he took over in that game. I mean, really, without him and Cooper Williams, I think those two sparks, I think that they really propelled LSU to a win yesterday.
Yeah. Mhm. Can you give a little recap on, or not recap, can you just give like an overview on Arkansas as a team? Because
Yeah,
I really am not too educated on them.
yeah. They can hit. They can swing.
Hmm.
They're really, really good. They're the best offense in the country. They're gonna have the Golden Spikes winner. I think Wahiwa Aloy, he's gonna win the Golden Spikes. A lot of
He's
people are
that
saying
good?
he's legit. He's
Wow.
yeah.
Because I
Uh
saw he was like batting in their 5 hole.
yeah.
Must mean they're insane.
Well, I mean, Bear Jones is batting the 5 over LSU. So I mean, there's people have their ups and downs.
That's true.
But yeah, Arkansas can hit. Hopefully, Kate Anderson has his stuff. I think we play Saturday at 6 or so, or it hadn't come out yet, but LSU Arkansas is going to get the night game.
Yeah.
If they don't, that's a big mistake by Omaha and the people who run the College World Series. Um, but yeah, Arkansas is going to be throwing their ace skate or Zach Root.
That's the
Uh,
lefty.
yeah, he was the one that there's the viral clip of him chirping at Andrew Fisher from Tennessee.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He said some not nice words.
Yikes.
He told him to politely go sit down on the dugout because he was
Yes,
out.
politely.
Yeah.
Politely.
But yeah, the first time LSU played Arkansas was it was another game at 1:17 in the morning.
Mhm.
Connor, me and you, we were at that after party watching the game.
That was
When they
Ark.
had
Oh
the
my God, yeah.
yeah, that was the sack fly that we
Ethan
watched.
Fry. Ethan
Yep,
Fry's sack fly. It
yep,
rhymes. Play on words.
yeah. So yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember watching much of Game One against Arkansas because I mean, that whole day was just filled.
Yeah.
But I do remember watching the end of it. So I don't. I'm gonna go back and watch the highlights and just see how LSU did against them. But I mean, we got our best guy against their best guy, and I like our best guy better than theirs. So I think
So,
LSU will win Game One, but you never know.
yeah, certainly. I mean, you said you like our best guy over theirs, and I mean, you certainly like our number two over there. Or I guess it doesn't even matter because it's not.
Yeah, it's not a series.
So in Omaha, it's the first game, and then it gets everybody gets reseeded. Is that how it
No,
works?
it's exactly like regionals.
Okay, so
It's the
they
same
dropped down to a
format.
loser bracket.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the same exact format as regionals.
Mm. Um,
Which I'll touch on that. I think Omaha should get reseeded. I don't think the two best teams in the field should play each other in Game One. That's just my
yeah,
opinion.
that doesn't make any sense.
But
Exactly.
you know, we'll see. And technically, the field's not fully filled in yet because tonight Duke and Murray State have to play,
Yeah.
which is LSU fans should be watching that game because the winner of that's going to be on their side of the bracket.
Yeah, you
So we'll see.
looking back, you got to feel for Ole Miss, man, because clearly Murray State was not worthy of a four seed.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
I mean, I would just like to say, we might give our predictions here, but what do we know? We did not do well in regional predictions.
no. Mm-mm.
I would like to personally apologize to Coastal Carolina.
Oh yeah,
Um, we completely disrespected Coastal Carolina. I was not familiar with the Chanticleers game, but they were good. They didn't lose. They haven't lost yet in the postseason.
yeah.
And they took down the Auburn Tigers. I'm not going to touch on that. I've already said my 2 cents to Braden. I
Brad,
like
Gianni, if you're listening,
yes,
man,
yes. Coastal's a
sorry.
good
We're
squad. They're
sorry.
they're they're a
Ghost
good
is a good.
squad. They have a really really good pitching staff. Brad, I know I was messing with Brad about that, but he's right. They have a really good pitching staff, but luckily LSU won't have to see them till the finals. So
Yeah,
we'll see. So I think right now on LSU side, it's obviously them, Arkansas,
Murray
Duke, and
State.
Murray State,
Yeah,
and help me out on the other one. I'm blanking right now.
it's not
Hold on,
Florida State.
stick with me.
It's not Oregon State. Wait, who won the Oregon State Florida State
Oregon State
region?
won.
Oregon
Oregon
State
State
won?
won. Yes,
Okay. Is it
I'm looking it up now. Right in
UCLA?
front of.
It's UCLA. It's
Yeah,
UCLA.
that's it. That's it. Yep. Sorry,
Um
just I don't know, just
no,
blanked on
it's
that.
fun.
But I mean, I like LSU's draw. Obviously, Arkansas is a tough first game, but if you get
Aside
by
from the
that,
first game. Yeah.
I think if you get by that, you got Anderson game one. If you can get through that with maybe him and maybe bring out Chase Shores or Zach Cowan, then you got Irons in game two against either UCLA or Duke or Murray State. I like Ironson in that game. And then game three, you got if you win that, you're in the driver's seat. You got maybe Case and Evans,
Our guy.
shout out. Or you got your whole anybody in game three to move on to the finals. The one thing I'm worried about is what we saw in 2023, where we lost. We obviously won game one and lost game two, and then we had to come out of the losers bracket. I don't know how we can navigate through that. Although this weekend really gave me hope. The way that the bullpen threw this weekend, they were lights out. I
Yeah.
mean, last night Cooper Williams was a dude. I think he threw two and a third. Just completely mowed down West Virginia hitters. Um, and then Chase Shores. I think he threw all fastballs last night. Just
I
it
mean, when you
was
can throw 100, if you can
yeah.
locate it, it's going to be
I
pretty
mean,
hard to hit.
it was electric, especially to be. I was at the game last night. That was an electric atmosphere.
Mm.
It was just Oklahoma or West Virginia was not ready. I think the box really just swallowed them up,
Yeah, kind of
and they
lost in
were
the moment.
yeah they were not ready for that.
Mm.
But shout out LSU for getting it done. A lot of people had their questions about their offense might not be good enough. They struggle with Little Rock, but they really made a statement this weekend.
No, yeah, for sure. If LSU's bats keep this up, I know it sounds no like no duh, obviously.
Yeah,
But if they keep it up, I mean, I don't see a way they can lose. I mean, what they
right.
did against West Virginia was absurd. How many runs did they score in both games? 20
20,
something?
28. They outscored them 28 to 14 is
So
what I saw.
averaging, it's a football score, averaging tw or 14 runs a game in a super regional.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Has that ever been done?
Uh,
Like, that's how crazy that is.
that is
I mean, it's
mind-boggling to
test
think
okay,
about.
it's testament to LSU's bats being absurd and
Yeah,
also West Virginia's pitching kind of being that bad, you know?
yeah. You do kind of wonder like how bad was Clemson? Like, were they worthy of a host? Because West Virginia, I mean, they were just they had that one guy yesterday who kind of shut LSU down for 5 innings, Chase Meyer. And then he was chirping at LSU fans. I don't know if you
Yeah.
saw that. That's bold. That's bold to do.
Yeah. Not
Um,
something you want to do,
Especially
honestly.
when you had LSU fans that were already not too happy with a 3 hour delay.
Yeah.
When, by the way, just let me get this mini rant off. I don't know why there was a delay yesterday. I was in the box. There was not a drop of rain that fell yesterday. There was no clouds. I have no idea why the game was delayed yesterday.
Lightning?
No, there was lit. I promise you, there was nothing. There was nothing.
Really?
There was rain that came through around 2:30 to like 2 o'clock, 2:30.
Because I saw
But
that clip on
yeah,
Instagram of
that
it.
that that clip that Ben McDonald posted that was at 2 o'clock, and
The
it
game
came
didn't
through. It
start.
was literally a 15-minute shower and it passed through, and the game got
Yeah.
delayed 3 hours for that. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll never understand. I guess I mean it worked out because we got a night game in Death Valley in the Alex box.
Coming
Um,
soon. Coming soon. The death games
yeah,
or the night games in Death Valley are coming. Don't worry.
but I mean, I don't know why Jay Johnson continues to do this. I really don't.
You think it was him?
Oh, 100%. 100% was it. It was scorching hot, which maybe that had something to do with it. I don't think so because the announcer kept coming on and saying inclement weather in the area, but when you looked out in the area, there was literally not a single cloud.
It was
Like I'm
probably
not
like
even
super
exaggerating.
hard to breathe too, with like all the humidity, the rain on the
Uh,
ground, you know? You know how it is down here.
I guess we'll never know.
I guess we'll never know. Hey, it worked
It
out.
worked out.
It
Yeah, it
worked
did
out.
work out. There was a lot of angry, little intoxicated LSU fans at the field at this
Yeah.
stadium last night. And you could tell. At the end of the game, you could hear the student section of right field chanting "neck." That was pretty cool to see.
Yeah.
After the game, I saw that clip. But yeah, I mean, it was electric, and I like where LSU's at right now.
Yeah. How can you not? We're gonna come out with our predictions for the College World Series probably in a future episode. I don't know when we're gonna do that, but we're probably gonna
Yeah,
do that.
probably. Yeah.
Um, And then one other thing I would like to predict, I have the Bergs Bombers beating the Saltine Sluggers tonight, 7-3. And I have my favorite co-host, Brock, going. Brock, you're gonna go 3 for 3 tonight.
3 for 3. Okay. Well, I don't
3
have a
for
hit on
3.
the season yet. I'm just gonna start with that.
Well, you're getting
Um,
three tonight, damn it.
It has been a struggle for only 3 games, but yeah, the Bombers are coming. Um, we they're coming. I appreciate the shout out.
Oh yeah.
7:45 for anyone who could be there at Pontiff. I know this probably gonna come out like an hour before the game starts, but um, appreciate it. Bombers are coming tonight. We're coming. We're not happy either. We don't have a win
We're
on the
not happy.
season,
No, we're not
and
happy.
we've lost every game, but it's been by like 2 runs every time. It's been frustrating. But we're coming tonight. I promise.
Oh yeah. Oh, and then also friend of the podcast, Ryan Gaddy, is also on the team. Hammer Ryan Gaddy over point 0.5 hits tonight. I took it. All my friends are taking it. So if you want to jump on the train, feel free.
Yep. 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 The Bombers are plus 200 tonight too. So take that money because promise you you're gonna win some money.
Oh yeah.
I saw it
Who's
on DraftKings.
who's bumping tonight?
It's a good question. I think Sean's on the mound tonight.
Okay. All
To
right. All
start,
right.
and then a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of everybody.
Will we see a Gardier?
That's a great question. He hadn't been to the game a couple in like 3 or 4.
Oh
I don't
no,
know if he
Gardier
will.
got his wisdom teeth. No Gardier today.
That's
Okay.
correct. Never mind. You just answered. Yeah.
Yeah.
We might not see Gordire ever again, actually, because
Oh. Is
he hadn't been
Irula?
there.
Irula's on the team, huh?
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh,
Gianni is
we'll
on the
see
team.
Irula.
But
That
yeah,
kid
that's enough
cares.
talking about.
That
That's
kid
enough talking
cares.
about
You're right.
JPRD baseball. This is a Louisiana sports
Woo.
podcast. I like the Bombers easily tonight. Taking
Thank you.
care of business.
Hey, this is
Um,
Louisiana sports. All right.
it is.
This
I
is
mean,
Louisiana.
I don't want to give this. I'm not even gonna name the other team. I don't want to give them their 2 cents. They don't have a
You don't want
chance
to give
tonight.
them any clout on the pod, huh?
No, they had no chance tonight. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
start with that. Um, that'll probably get clipped if we lose, but we're not gonna lose, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, LSU, Omaha, they're going. That's all we got for that.
Yep.
You want to talk a little bit about this NBA Finals? It's very strange NBA Finals.
Man, nobody cares about the finals. It's the
Yeah, you're
Pacers
right.
versus the Thunder. Um,
Pacers in 6.
wow. but I don't think the Pacers are going to win another game, to be honest with you. But LSU's in a great spot. All of South Louisiana's happy about it. I mean, you got Kate Anderson ready to go. You're going to have Ianson ready to go. The bats are red hot right now. Milam's heating up. Um, Jared Jones is swinging the bat better. What's there not to like right now as an
Mhm.
LSU baseball fan?
Shout out Bear Jones. I mean, he's been in a slump. I think he had 2 hits last night, maybe three. I don't remember. It was
I think he
very,
had three. He had three because he had that one.
yeah, you're
He
right.
like
The
hit
pop up,
straight
the
up.
pop up. Yeah.
Another
But that was the
West
highest
Virginia.
pop. Yeah.
Okay, but like West Virginia, that happened twice yesterday.
Yeah, it did.
What are we doing, man? Like,
Uh, I don't know. They're not a good baseball team. Let me retract. They didn't play like a good baseball team. They were a 45 win team, but you would not think that if you watched that game yesterday.
45
Um,
win team playing freaking the 12U
48.
Jesters every
Hey,
game.
hey, hey, let's tone that down here. Okay. No
Well, no,
need.
because I mean that means the Jesters would have won some games, you know?
Yep.
So
Yep. Shout out the Jesters.
shout out the Jesters.
They leave for their World Series on Friday. So, and I will be going with them. So you'll be seeing another vacation pod.
Oh, they're going
Um,
to Pigeon Forge.
Now, Branson, Missouri.
Okay, yeah, I know that's a big thing nowadays.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I have the Omaha bracket actually pulled up right here. If you want to just talk about who's on which side real quick,
Okay,
we'll
yeah,
run
yeah.
through
Go
that.
ahead.
So I'm gonna do the other side, like the opposite side of LSU. You got Louisville, Oregon State, Arizona, and Coastal. Very interesting. Um, Side of the bracket. Not very. It is crazy that
Vocabulary word for the day. That is an eclectic group of teams right there. Sorry.
I have no idea if that's a word or not. I'm
It
not gonna
is.
lie.
We'll
That
pop it
is
up. We'll pop it up if
word of the
Gage
day.
edits this.
Word of the day. So yeah, something to watch. LSU could potentially face Arizona, Jay Johnson's old team.
Hmm.
Could also potentially face Coastal Carolina, get some revenge from 2016 when they came into the box as a 4 seed and won that regional.
Who was that?
Uh, Coastal.
Coastal was a 4 seed and won
Yeah,
the
they were a
Baton Rouge
four
regional.
seed and they won the entire thing. They won the Natty as a four
Oh, they were
seed.
a 4 seed when they won that?
Yes, they were.
Oh,
Hmm
damn. I did not know that. Okay.
And that's kind of crazy. There's 3 teams in this side that would have storylines for LSU because you got Oregon State, who I feel like LSU plays every single postseason.
Yeah, LSU played them with Rutschman.
Yeah, they played them twice with Rushman actually, and then they played them again 2 years ago. Um, but yeah, that's thank God. I think that's easily the harder side of the bracket. There's a lot of good teams, and I think any team can come out of that. If I had to, actually, I'm not gonna pick anybody yet. We're gonna do a
Yeah,
whole
we'll do that later.
episode on that.
Hmm.
And then on LSU side, obviously you got Arkansas and LSU, who are probably the 2 heavy favorites to win the Natty. I haven't looked at the odds, but if I had to put money on the odds, that's kind of crazy to say, but it'd probably be those two.
Bet
And
on the betting.
then you got UCLA, who's kind of like flying under the radar, I feel like.
Yeah.
I haven't really seen UCLA play the entire time. But you think they're happy that they got UTSA instead of Texas? I mean,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. My
uh,
Lord. Hey,
crazy.
the Roadrunners were a solid team though. They really
They
were.
were.
And
Yeah,
then
and then you
one
get
thing I want to touch on real quick. Sorry to cut you off, Brock. I just don't want to forget about it. UNC.
yeah.
How do you win the first game 18-2 and then drop back-to-back games?
Uh,
Like
that, Look,
to the same team.
that was when I saw 18-2. I literally like didn't even watch the other games. I thought UNC was gonna walk into Omaha, and then I see Arizona won game 2, and I'm like, okay, maybe they just came back the next day. You know, they're a little fired up because they
Yeah.
lost, but I thought still UNC would take care of business.
I
And
mean,
if you watched yesterday, I mean, UNC kind of dominated that whole game until up into the 8th inning. Arizona got the big
Arizona came
hits,
back.
scored 3 hits, or 3 runs, and they won the game.
Yeah.
Shout out Arizona. I don't feel bad for UNC because
Neither do
UNC
I.
knocked LSU out last year. It's just kind of crazy that they got bounced when everybody picked them to go to Omaha. Even there was a certain somebody in our comment section that said, um, "How do you pick UNC to lose?" I'm not going to name that person. He was actually going after you, Connor. You know
Oh
who
yeah.
it is.
Oh yeah.
When you picked Oklahoma over them, he said, "No way UNC loses."
Here we are.
He was right, clearly. Um, but yeah, uh, the field set. I think this is one of the
The
like
field's almost
more.
set. We still got
Yeah, my bad. Kind of the most diverse Omaha field I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Only 2 SEC teams. You got I forget, is Arizona Big 12? Yeah.
Arizona is Big 12 now,
You got
yes.
two SEC, one Big 12, one independent, uh, an ACC, and a Big
Who's the
10,
independent?
Oregon State.
Oregon State's an independent? Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is crazy. And then you could have Murray State. So you could have, out of the 8 teams, you could have one, two, three, four, five different conferences in one Omaha field. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Um, just goes to show maybe the SEC potential frauds this year.
maybe.
Possibly, even though they got 13 teams in.
Yep.
I wouldn't necessarily call them frauds. But we'll see. At least our SEC team's still in it.
Yeah,
That's all
exactly.
I'm
That's
worried
all that
about.
matters. And I
Yeah,
mean, that just
exactly.
goes to show you how crazy the game of baseball is. That's why we
Hmm.
love it, man. That's why we love it.
Yeah, and I can't wait to watch every single pitch of every single game in Omaha. I love watching Omaha. It's just something about it.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, I think that does it, Brock, huh? Got anything else to
Hmm.
say?
No. Saturday night we'll see Cade Anderson for possible. I'm not gonna say this. Possibly the final time in an LSU uniform. Um, I like LSU in that game, but we'll do our full predictions probably tomorrow, whenever the field's set.
Yep. Yeah. Sounds good. All right. Thank you all for tuning in and follow us on all socials at Big Easy Blitz Podcast.
Mhm.
Tell a friend to tell a friend. And that's all for me, Brock.
Yep, that's it. We'll see y'all tomorrow for episode 14.
Yes, sir. All right. See ya.